This video will be learning how to draw this figure, especially how to draw this cylinder in this figure. That will be for this part of this video. So before we do that, we first draw our symmetric boxes of length 100, breadth 100, and height 112. And 112 is from this base to the center of the circle. So measure 112. Here to measure 100. Same for this side. Now measure our thickness of 5. Our next step will be finding this center, and this center is 25 mm from this line. So we measure 25 mm here, rule a vertical line. Where it cuts the height of 112, we'll draw our 30 degrees line from there. But before we begin, measure our thickness here of 5 mm. Draw our vertical line. So after measuring our thickness of 5 mm, we now measure our thickness of 25. Draw a vertical line to come and touch this line. And for the next step, we just draw a 30 degrees line from the point it cuts this line. So the next, what we have to do is to measure 50 mm on this line, and that will serve as our center. That will be our center, this center we are trying to find. So let's call this center C1. So for the next part, we'll be learning how to draw this cylinder of diameter 50. And to be able to draw that cylinder, we will be using a method called the Rhombus method. So first we'll draw a box of length 50 with C1 as the center of the box. So with C1 as the center of the box, we measure 25 to its right and 25 to its left. And draw a vertical line. So after drawing a vertical line, measure 25 from this point up and from this point down. Let me see, just measure 25. So stand it, measure 25, 25, stand here. So measure 25. So now we join them with our 30-degree set square. A 30-degree set square. Do the same thing for the top. And see, we have our first box. So okay, after drawing our box, we'll be cleaning some of the lines we don't need at the moment. So okay, after cleaning our outline, we won't be having this figure left. This is the only part we need at the moment. So in order to draw our circle, we'll be dividing this box into 4 equal parts first. So we already have our center line over here. So the next one is our vertical line to divide the box into 2. We already have our center C1, so we can just stand there. Stand there. Just mark the top of the box here and the base of the box here. So for the Rhombus method, let's call this point A, and let's call this point B. So we'll join from point A, join from point A to the left division of the box, and join from point A to the point at which the top part is divided. So we join from point B to where the base circle is divided into 2. And we join from point B to where the right side of the circle, the line is divided into 2. So with the aid of our compass, to draw the smaller circle from this side to this side, we use the intersection of this line and this line. So we stand at the middle, open to one side, and draw our circle. We can deepen the circle at once. So we do the same thing for this top part too. We stand at the center where the 2 lines meet. Open to one side and draw a circle. So to get our bigger circle, we stand at point A, open to the length of the circle. Stand at point A, open to this length. That's point A to where the left side of the box is divided, and draw our bigger circle. And do the same thing. Stand at point B, open to this side of the circle. So as you can see, we've drawn our circle of diameter 50. So for our next step, we end the circle here, and that circle also has a diameter of 50. So this circle we are transferring back here. So in order to do that, we'll be transferring the points we stood on to draw this circle. So that's this point, this point, this point, and this point. So with the aid of 30-degree set square, we will draw our diagonal lines backwards. So from the lines, we'll measure 25. Measure 25 on each line. 25. From point A, also measure 25. Also measure 25. From B to measure. So from B you measure 25. So after transferring our points backwards, we'll first draw our small circle. We'll stand here, open to the distance, that's from this center to this point. Stand at this point and draw a circle. So for our next step, we'll stand at A, open to this distance. Stand at C and draw our bigger circle. So for our next step, we'll just stand here, open to this distance. Stand at the 25 mark and draw a smaller circle. So after transferring the circle backwards, we just join them using our 30-degree set square. So now we can deepen our outlines and see the image we have. Circle. This is also a semicircle. We'll be drawing the semicircle using the Rhombus method. But first, we need to find the center for this semicircle. In order to do that, our center C1 on our drawing paper will transfer the center here backwards a distance of 25 mm to find the center for this semicircle we are trying to draw. So with the aid of our 30 degree set square, we'll stand at center C1. This is the mark of center C1. Draw our line, and on that line we'll measure. So from the center C1 mark, we measure our 25. So that will be here. So we'll call that place center C2. So after I've gotten our point C2, but because of clarification, I'll be cleaning some of my lines. So after cleaning some of our lines, we can locate the point C2 that transferred from our center C1. So with that point, we'll do the same method as the Rhombus method we did. So out of our 30 degrees set square, we'll draw our diagonal line through the center C1. And the circle we are about to draw has a diameter of 60. So our box will have a length of 60 mm. So from center C1, we'll measure 30 mm to the left and 30 mm to the right. I draw our vertical lines. This line, that's all. So from this point, we measure 30 up and 30 down. So now we have our box. So with the Rhombus method, we divide the box into 4 equal parts. Stand at center C2. When we're about to use the Rhombus method to draw a semicircle. So first what we'll do is we'll draw a diagonal line from this point to this point. Do a diagonal line. So we'll call this point where the line meets at the bottom right, we'll call that point A1. So from point A1, we'll draw a line to touch the left division of the box. draw from point A1 to touch the top division of the box. So this diagonal was just drawn so that we can identify our box. So after drawing our lines from A1 to meet in this one, we also draw our line from point B2. So the first line, draw from point B2 to touch where the box is divided at the bottom, and from B2 to touch where the box is divided at the side. We already have that line. This is it. So this line, B2 line and A1 line, they meet at this point. So let's call that point O. So with the aid of our compass, we'll stand at A, open to the left side division of our box, and draw our circle. And I stand at point O. Open to the top side division of the box and draw our circle. So now I can deepen our circle to see our outline. So for our next step, we'll be transferring our semicircle back a distance of 5 mm. So all we have to do is draw our outer box. Outer box. Let's see. First thing we see. And this from B2. We'll measure 5. So now we're able to draw our box of 5 mm. So now the next thing we'll do is transfer the point used to draw this circle backwards down to a distance of 5 mm. So from our point 1, that was A1. We draw our lines at 30 degrees a square back. And from our point O2, we draw a line back. So on that line, we just measure our 5. Okay, so with our compass, stand at A1. Now let's start with the O. We're going to stand at O. Move to our new point and draw a circle. So now I stand at point A1 into the left side division of the box. that's our new point. And draw a circle. And so then we can deepen our circle. So now what we are left with to do at the top here is to extend our lines down vertically, and we'll be done with the top part of the drawing. So as you can see, we already have the vertical line. So that brings us to the end of the first part of the video.